Stacey Abrams, you know who she is, right? So a lot of people said she was going to be picked for vice president for Joe Biden. A lot of people saying because she's African American, and but it turns out she's a way more neoliberally than you would think, right? It's always sad. But so we've found, she was in bed with. Well, I'll tell you all the bad things about her, but let's watch after this. Let's watch the video first. And here she goes. She's going on MSNBC with Lawrence O'Donnell, strong-jawed, fake tough guy Lawrence O'Donnell. And he's dressed like an undertaker today, isn't he? And anyway, Lawrence has obviously gotten the idea, and so has Stacey Abrams, that Joe Biden is going to announce on his show that he is picking Stacey Abrams as his vice president. Let's watch this painful. It doesn't happen, but watch how painful this is. This is pretty painful. Here we go.
I want to begin this with a question to Joe Biden because Stacey Abrams is here because Joe Biden invited Stacey Abrams to be here. And so, Mr. Vice President, do you have an announcement to make? Is this an audition? Is there, what is the reason that you decided it's time for me to get on TV with Stacey Abrams?
Well, I'm going to ask her to be my vice president. That's what she thinks. That's what he thinks. I think he was supposed to do it, but he forgot. I just have a feeling that's what happened. Let's watch.
Oh, because Stacey Abrams has done more to deal with the fair vote and making sure there is a fair vote than anybody. And she has a great capacity to explain things and to lay out exactly why it's going to be so critically important in this election. This president's already said when they put in the stimulus package, Congress first passed
figured out it's not
money
happening
to provide for mail-in ballots. He already said, I'm not for that. If we do that, no Republican will ever win, or something to that effect. He's made it clear. This is a guy who said he wants to defund the post office from being able to deliver ballots. I mean, so Stacey knows what she's doing, and she's an incredibly capable person.
Let me finish.
Oh, I was waiting for Kanye West to jump in. Joe Biden, stop. Stacey Abrams should be your vice president. That's what I thought that was going to happen. She's just sitting. I mean, let's play it without the sound because she's just sitting there, and she looks like, if I sneak off camera, will anyone notice? Could I just, like, her eyes start literally closing. All I'm saying is,
it looks like it's so hopeful right there.
It's so hopeful.
Is it going to come?
It's not coming.
It's going to be so critically important in this election. This president's already said when they put in the stimulus package, Congress first passed money to provide for mail.
Yeah, that's the look that says, I regret saying I believe Joe Biden about Tara Reid. That's that look. I really regret saying I believed him. That's the same look someone gives when they find out there's yeah. A bottle of champagne was not cracked open. So I can't believe MSNBC overhyped something. They've never done that before. I heard Liz Warren and Kamala Harris watch this on a loop all weekend. That's what I heard. That was so anticlimactic. Brian Williams tried to shoot off a missile just to make the segment watchable. Come on. Oh, so there you go. That is, and if you want to know about her, this is what she's done on her own state. She helped drastically slash assistance for full in-state tuition. They basically had free college tuition for in-state people. She helped screw it up. She helped reduce the liability for bankers committing lending fraud. Ooh, that's a nice neoliberal move, huh? She also voted with Republicans to cut early voting from 45 days to 21, and she cozied up to Bloomberg. I don't know if you guys remember that. She cozied up to Bloomberg. Former Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams covers for the billionaire Bloomberg. In an appearance on Monday on ABC's The View program, the prominent black Democrat Stacey Abrams brushed aside the right-wing racist record of Democratic presidential candidate Mike Bloomberg, telling the show's host that the billionaire oligarch's entry into the race was positive, since for once we actually know where the money is coming from. That's the kind of bullshit she would do. And why? Because Michael Bloomberg was giving her money. Her organization got like $5 million from Michael Bloomberg. Asked whether she thought it was an issue that Bloomberg was spending hundreds of millions of dollars to buy a front-runner spot in the primary election, Abrams replied that this was no different than a candidate using his or her pet on the campaign trail to attract voters. That's who Stacey Abrams is, just so you know. Did you see that? Did you see that? She equates Bloomberg corruptly using money to buy an election or buy his way into an election with someone using their pet. Responding to a question from co-host Joy Behar as to whether Abrams wanted to be vice president, she replied, "Of course I want it. Of course I want to serve America. Of course I want to be a patriot." I think that was funny.
What is the reason that you decided it's time for me to get on TV with Stacey Abrams?
Well, because Stacey Abrams has done more to deal with the fair vote and making sure there is a fair vote than anybody. And she has a great capacity to explain things and to lay out exactly why it's going to be so critically important in this election. This president's already said when they put in the stimulus package the Congress first passed money to provide for mail-in ballots. He already said, I'm not for that. If we do that, no Republican will ever win, or something to that effect. He's made it clear. This is a guy who said he wants to defund the post office from being able to deliver ballots. I mean, so Stacey knows what she's doing, and she's an incredibly capable person.
You almost feel sorry for her until you remember this stuff. Almost. So that's why I'm here to remind you of that stuff. Okay. Ooh. That is something. Steph, do you want to be vice president? Yes, of course I want to serve.
Oh, my God.
So politics attracts, the most mediocre of people, narcissists and egomaniacs and, the same kind of people are attracted to stand-up comedy. And But I never make the pretense that I'm better. I don't want to be better than the people. I don't care to have a reputation as a solid whatever. I don't want to be better. I want my leaders to be better than me. I want to be a screw-up comedian. I want to be a guy who's not responsible. That's what I want to do. I want to be the guy, smoking pot and entertaining drunks at night. That's what I want to do. Hey, this is the part where I tell you where our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then I would tell you to go join our premium, but nobody has a fucking job. So why don't you just enjoy the video?